What's up, guys? Welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you your Brave Cross weekly news. So this week we'll be talking about the events that have happened and the current events that are happening once again. But before that, I would like to make an announcement. And the announcement being that there won't be any Brave Cross Hero of the Week in Brave Cross Weekly News for about 2 weeks. The reason being is I'm about to move to a new property tomorrow and I still got a lot of packing to do. And the new property is basically there's no internet connection there yet, so I have to get the company to come down with a tech to install the NBN and all that in order for me to get the internet up and running. So that's the main reason why that there won't be any Brave Cross Weekly News or Hero of the Week. Now I can record stuff on my phone, but unfortunately there's just not enough data for me to upload everything, so that'll be a challenge. So I sort of decided that I'll take this time to have a break because I'll be on night shift anyway, so you know, this gives me that time to basically have a couple of weeks off from making videos. I don't really want to take this as a break, but at the moment I don't have much of a choice, so I can't even record Brave Cross on my computer because I can't log in because there's no internet. So there's that. With that out of the way, let's get on with the news. So I hope you guys had a very good Thanksgiving. We don't really celebrate that here in Australia, but I did roast a turkey, which my partner Miss Kay and my sister enjoyed, so that's good for me, I guess. For my first time roasting a turkey. But I guess for some of you guys probably didn't have a very good Thanksgiving when it comes to Brave Cross anyway. The main reason being is, you know, there was a hiccup in the servers. So if you didn't get your costumes, the 2 costumes, as soon as you can when the reset happened, then you were most likely weren't able to log in for quite some time. The 2 costume I'm talking about is of course the Bright Star and the Dark Star, which you can see here. I got both. I do like the Bright Star better than the Black Star, so I'll keep that on. I know there's a couple of people in my, probably 1 or 2 in my legions, that did not get both the costume because, well, basically, you know, they didn't have enough AP, and when the time by the time the servers were up, all the free APs that they usually give out through the day was pretty much over. So we did get compensation for it, but the compensation came at a 200 gem, 1 AP pot, and 1 Shanta's Fate box. This is not really compensation. The compensation should be something that you compensate the players for what they've lost. Now I know I can understand both ways that it's quite hard to actually give compensation, the right compensation for each player, because each and every one of us was affected by this in a different way. Now what I'm saying is, like, for myself, I didn't really get affected, but I still got the compensation. Now for me, these compensation is just like, that's fine. But for people who didn't get the costumes, this is not a compensation. They pretty much just extended the turn-in, let's see, the limited trade event was extended, but the turkeys was not. basically the turkey doesn't drop anymore, but you can still trade in those turkeys. So there wasn't much of a point anyway. So now I know a lot of people are quite angry with them about this, and I do agree that this is not a proper compensation. My reason being is if you calculate all the free AP that people will get throughout the day, that's basically 240 AP. So at least you should have given 2 AP pots. Now, considering that if this person has used up all the AP throughout the day, and they gain AP over time as well, you should have at least given 3 AP pots in order to compensate a regular person who gets all the free stuff. I think the company needs to think about their compensation. I know there's a lot of compensations in the past that were pretty underwhelming, to say the least. I mean, if they gave out 3 AP pots, that sort of averages out the compensation, because that's basically giving people what they missed, And the servers were back up before the event actually finished. So there was plenty of time before, before you basically had to, you couldn't get any more of the turkeys. There was, I can't remember on top of my head, but there was at least another 3 or 4 hours maybe when the servers were back up. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can leave a comment below and just let me know, but I know there was still time to get turkeys because I was able to get some. Now, in saying that, in the flip side to it is it's hard for them to average out the compensate, but they should try at least to think about what the compensation is. One Shanta's Fate box is nothing. I'll tell you guys right now, the last 20 boxes that I've opened gave me nothing. No, nada, not a single piece of Shanta's Fate Scrolls. So, it's nothing. 200 gems, I guess that's okay. That's okay. I wouldn't really expect a lot of gems, but I at least expected a couple more AP pots for those people that missed out. Now, in saying that, I think it's time to move on and to talk about the current updates that, not updates, sorry, but the current events that are happening. So we still do have the login event, and that's still happening. And I think we're in day 8 tomorrow, which is in about half an hour or so. That's when the reset happens. So day 8 on that, we do get the daily reload again, and I do still think that it's quite worth it because you get a lot of Death Star shards, which is equivalent to about, I think, less than 1,000 gems. So basically you're paying 99 cents for it, so, or $1.46 if you're in Australia. So that's a good amount of investment if you want Death Star. So I do try to get as much heroes as I can. Now, what else? So the next event that I want to talk about is, of course, the limited time hero event, and this affects all the servers 1 to 30. You can get not Shantis, Marcus, and you can get Death Star as well as Marcus if you do try to get up to 1,000 points. Which involves a lot of gems. At least a minimum of, let's see, so you get 2,500 and you get 100 points each time you do that. So you can just imagine how much you can get. Let's see. So this is, the other one is of course the event where there's Death Star shards that drops in Blood Jewels and 3 heroes versus Empyrean. So I mean, that's I think I managed to get a couple of drops, but the last two I didn't get anything at all. Especially in blood jewels, that they don't really drop that well for me in blood jewels. Next one, this one I talked about, and I talked about that as well. So that's pretty much it in terms of the events this week. There's not a whole lot happening. Now, they're saying there's another update coming, which is version 1.17. And currently, can we even check the version? So there you go, version 1.16 is our current version. In the next version, it's saying that Dominion 250 floors. So what that means is basically, I don't know why they said 250, because sorry, so that's right. So currently there's only 200 floors, so they are releasing another 50 floors soon. So please expect me to try and make a video out of that. We'll see what happens, since we got 7 stars and all this jazz, and a lot of the upgrades are happening left, right, center. So I expect a video to come out whenever I do finish that content. Now, I guess that's it basically. So the only thing that we're looking forward to is version 1.17. And of course, we are waiting for the Christmas event, which I think may happen within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So hopefully I'll have my internet back then before they actually announce all the events that are happening for Christmas. Last year, I did start playing Brave Cross around Christmas time. Actually, on Christmas Day is when I actually started playing Brave Cross. And this was during a road trip. And the road trip turned out really badly, and I was just on my phone playing Brave Cross. So that was the actual day that I created my account. So it'll be an anniversary for me too, every Christmas. So I guess we'll just have to wait what comes out, and hopefully it'll be lots of good things. Now, I think that's it for this video, guys. Please remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. And as always, I would like to hear from you guys what you think of the compensation system for the Brave Cross team, from the Brave Cross stream, sorry. And do you think they're actually compensation, or you agree with me that there needs to be some way that they can compensate us better? But giving out just one AP pot and all that isn't really that great. And someone here just said by a few hours you mean entire, and yes, there might have been a few issues today. At least it wasn't particularly important to be able to log on, and you gave us a whole 12 more gems than we expected. The generosity never ceases. Thank you, Jason Thummo, for that very funny comment right there. And yeah, I just want to hear from you guys what you think of these events. If I said anything wrong with the compensation, but I do believe that is the compensation they're showing here. I didn't actually remember what I got. I just pretty much remember getting one Shanta's Fate box in the gems. I didn't remember how many AP pots I actually got. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. Okay? So this is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level, which is maybe in about 2 weeks. Ciao.